A warning?
There ain't nothing to worry about.
I'm worried that you work in an office. Have children. Celebrate wedding anniversaries. The world of heterosexual is a sick and boring life.
You're impossibly fast and strong. Your skin is pale white and ice cold. Your eyes change color. And sometimes you speak like you're from a different time. You never eat or drink anything. You don't go out in the sunlight. How old are you?
17.
How long have you been 17?
A while.
I know what you are.
Say it. Out loud. Say it.
Vampire.
Welcome back to the show, listeners.
Welcome back.
We are in the midst of Kristen-mas.
Kristen-mas.
It is episode 2 of our December Kristen-mas celebration.
Not a Christmas movie, but that's okay.
But it's a Kristen movie.
It's a Kristen movie.
And I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. Listen, I have thoughts on things that I may have said or felt about this picture in the past, and I've since come around. I've rounded the bend on this, and I'm ready.
Oh, I had a great time on our
I'm ready
watch.
I'm ready to fight about this movie. If people want to come,
I upgraded my rating on Letterboxd.
All right, I'm glad. Well, listeners, I hope you guys are ready to join us in this fight, this argument. My name is Pete,
and I'm Scott, and these are the movies that made us gay. Well, we just have to get into it. Harper from the Hawkeyes, welcome on.
Hello, thanks for having me back.
You're very welcome.
Last on for our Oscar episode.
Yes.
Sure.
Such a blast.
I love all our Oscar talks. I just sit back and listen to you guys. I'm like, yes, I too watch movies and enjoy them. Have you?
Not to get too into it today, but like, I don't even know. I don't even know about this Oscar season.
I knew Cynthia Erivo was going to get blanked in Best Actress.
New?
Mm-hmm.
I knew.
What do you mean
could
new?
feel it in my bones.
Have they been announced already?
No, but Critics' Choice just came out today.
Okay.
And she was edged out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, all right.
The first one was so much better than this one. So, yeah, it's not happening for her, unfortunately. But I agree.
Yeah. I also am on the same page. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's a strong race. There's a lot of good performances.
Sure.
But this isn't the Oscar episode.
Yeah, we'll get to that episode.
Nah, who cares about those movies? We're talking about the greatest movie of all time today.
We are talking about the greatest series of all time. I will actually say, I don't know. I read most of these books. But maybe the movies kind of eclipse... Oh, you see what I did there? The movies maybe eclipse the source material just a little bit, and that's always really interesting when it comes to book-to-screen adaptations. But listeners, buckle up. We're talking about Twilight on the podcast. Directed by Catherine Hardwicke, screenplay by Melissa Rosenberg, based on the novel by Stephanie Meyer, released November 21st, the year 2008. I can remember it like it was yesterday. These movies were such a huge deal when I was finishing up college.
Yeah.
These were like the biggest, these were like Gone with the Wind for young people in the late 2000s.
Totally. I was a freshman in high school, so you can only imagine. I read all the books that had come out to that point. I don't know if Breaking Dawn was out yet. I don't think so.
I don't think it was.
Yeah. But in middle school, I read like the first 3, and it was just everything. It was everything at that time.
I remember just if you ever knew anybody who worked in movie theaters at that time, or if you were just like kind of a movie goer, you kind of always heard that like Twilight premiere dates were always just like Black Friday for them, just like dreading, having to go in and work the crowds and all of that. I did not read any of these.
You know what's funny, Harper, is I read all of these books. I have a memory of reading the first book in a little basement apartment in Missoula, Montana, because I was getting ready for the movie. Fall of 2008. So I had at least read the first book. My friend Hunter, who went with me to both Twilight and New Moon. Is it Twilight, New Moon?
It's New Moon, like the Twilight Saga,
Sure.
I believe. Is
okay.
The second one
That's
called?
right.
Yeah.
But so very invested. I went to both of those movies with her. And yeah, I remember reading the books before going to the movie. And still to this day, I remember standing in line at the Carmike Theater like it was episode 1. Like it was a huge deal. So Pete, you never...
the New Moon
them.
is officially called, according to IMDb, the Twilight Saga: New Moon.
Oh, okay. I had it flipped.
Yeah, you had it flipped,
Yeah.
but it's there. And so I'm assuming that the rest of them go by that, the Twilight Saga:
Yes, I believe
Eclipse,
so.
and so on. No, I did not read any of these. I remember at the time I was helping one of my best friends move into a new apartment, and his girlfriend, he and his girlfriend were moving in, and I was helping them move, and she was reading them, and she was like, "You like YA, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like YA." She's like, "You like Harry Potter?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay,
Hear me out.
This series is really good, and like I think you should read it." And she was just kind of like not gushing about it, but she was like, "I'm really invested in it." And I think I'm not sure how many came out. I don't remember what year it was. Sorry, but I was like, "Okay, that sounds interesting." And I went and I talked to my best girlfriend at work, and I was like, "Have you heard of these?" She's a big reader, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I like those. They're making movies out of them." She's like, "I don't think you're gonna like them." I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "I don't know. I just feel." She's like, "They're romance. They're like heavy romance." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "They're vampire books," but she's like, it's kind of a means to an end. She's like, essentially, it's romance.
It ain't no Anne Rice.
She's like, it's not Anne Rice. It's a very different vampire lore, all that stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, maybe I'll give it a shot. And I don't know if I borrowed hers. I'm talking about Shani. I don't know if I borrowed Shani's or if I borrowed somebody else's, but I had someone's copy of Twilight. And I mean, at this point, I'm fully like in my mid-20s, possibly my late 20s.
Yeah, you're a grown-ass adult.
And yeah, so I have it, and I'm like, but again, I'm reading Harry Potter. I'm like going all that. So
yeah,
I
will say the jump from Harry Potter to Twilight is crazy, though. They are not doing the same thing.
But you know what? I remember that being a big thing, at least in bookstores when you go into Barnes and Nobles, because was the Deathly Hallows release was the last book in 2007.
Yeah,
and I feel like that was really when the books really started to catch on. Is I think that bookstores kind of took advantage of this huge series is done. Young readers,
if you love that,
how about this?
Yeah.
Which, Harper, you're right.
Also,
like they're very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the readers of Harry Potter would have also aged up, too, to a
very
more appropriate age for Twilight, which is exactly my age range.
Right.
Like, I was on that trajectory.
Yeah. But I'm also the person that I read The Hunger Games, and I'm, like, reading the first Hunger Games, and I'm, like, looking ahead to how many pages are left, and I'm like, oh, that's the whole book? Is this game? I was like, this can't be it. This is the whole book. And then I finished it, and I was like, this is not for me. I am not the target audience.
It's not the Hunger Post games, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So I missed the book craze for Twilight, and I think that when the movies came out, I was just kind of like, I don't know if this is for me right now. So I did not watch them for a long time. So
You're missing out.
When I saw Twilight,
I probably
the first.
made you watch them because we would have first met around the time Breaking Dawn came out.
Sure.
I saw all of these in the theaters besides Eclipse.
We broke the dawn in the theater.
We broke the dawn in the theater.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
at the Regal in Alhambra.
the experience of seeing the Breaking Dawn films, both of them. I mean, obviously Breaking Dawn Part 2 is a bigger theater moment.
Yeah.
But both of them in the theater, like, I just lost my mind. It was such a crazy time. So good.
Yeah, yeah. And okay, for one thing, I do understand that this movie is crazy, right? The look of it is nuts.
It's camp.
Some of the it is high camp.
High camp.
Some of the choices are insane. But like I said before, I am also here to defend a lot of the choices.
Yes.
I feel like Kristen is she's making choices, she's doing some work. And I feel like it got shit on for the wrong reasons. And, but also there are 37-year-old women playing teenagers.
Who cares? It's fine.
Yeah, that adds to the fun of it all.
I mean, Kristen was 17 years old when she began production of this movie. She turned 18 on set.
Oh, I'm not talking about Kristen.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I think that you're probably talking about Nikki Reed.
I absolutely 100% am talking about Nikki Reed.
Our Pats is my age.
Although, let me say this. Nikki Reed looked like a 37-year-old woman in 13. So,
yeah.
So there's that.
She's got a mature look about her.
Yes.
Well, I do want to talk about Catherine Hardwicke because for our rewatch today, we just shut off the movie, our beautiful Blu-ray set. We can talk about our collector's item later in the show, but we just watched it. And this viewing, I really saw how well directed this movie is by Catherine Hardwicke. And kind of knowing Catherine Hardwicke's filmography, I see a lot of her past work in this movie. I see a lot of 13 in the casting, how she films scenes, and just kind of these little art design choices. I know that she does have a background in art direction. She worked with Cameron Crowe for a while. I think that she's the production designer of Vanilla Sky.
Well, the whole final battle in the ballet studio very much looks like a Meatloaf.
But yeah, I saw a lot of personality from Catherine Hardwicke, and I think that
nothing about the Meatloaf video.
Oh,
go on.
It does look like a Meatloaf video. You're right. The blowing curtains, it's very Joel Schumacher.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of personality of Catherine Hardwicke that just kind of built the foundation of the visual look of these movies and where they would end up going. And it's just kind of a bummer that she didn't end up directing more of these, too.
Why did Catherine Hardwicke not get
I was looking up an article
on?
about it today from the Hollywood Reporter, and the article is very coy about it, that you don't really know. I think that it was a combination of budget issues, script issues, and maybe time constraints that she didn't really want to knock this out so quick, because I think that they really wanted a movie by the next year.
Yeah.
And I think I remember reading at the time that she wanted to go for a different look with the wolves, I think.
That sounds right to me.
I think that she wanted to use real dogs, I think. Mm-hmm. And I think that Summit gave her a big no on that.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I feel like she's the perfect director for this first movie, for sure. And I could see, honestly, her doing the second one. But 3 through 5, I don't know if she would have exactly been the right fit, because I feel like the scale gets so big. And what I like about Catherine Hardwicke as a director is how intimate she is, Mm-hmm. And so I think that when you get into the big fight scenes, the Volturi and all that stuff, I don't know if that's exactly where her strengths lie. I enjoyed Red Riding Hood, but
Oh, Red Riding Hood.
I don't know. So
that was kind of her big blank check after Twilight, too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the uninitiated, there are 5 movies?
Yes.
Okay. But there are 4 books.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
the last one is separated into 2 movies.
Yes,
Okay.
because Harry Potter did it first, and then everyone else had to do that.
You know? But hey, listen, I'm here for breaking up a movie into a book into 2 movies.
I think it
because
works
we want
for
that
Breaking
content. We want, you know.
Yes, I absolutely think it works for Breaking Dawn. The thing that makes me so upset about splitting movies in half is I'm about to get real, YA nerdy, but I love the Divergent series so much.
Okay.
And Allegiant, which is the third Divergent book, was going to be split into 2 movies. They released the first one. They never made the second one, so we never got that closure. So I
that's
just
a
feel
bummer.
like
Yeah.
I just feel like they should, everyone's got to really seriously think about whether or not a third movie needs to be split in half.
Yeah, I think maybe if it's something that like Harry Potter, where it's like this isn't going anywhere. I mean, aside from Fantastic Beasts, but with the original book series, like they were not going to cancel them. They were, obviously going to keep going. And yeah, I think did Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2 did they come out relatively? Did they get released close to each other?
I mean, a year.
A year apart. I think it was like every Thanksgiving, basically.
Oh, okay. So it was the same continuity as like the other movies. It wasn't any quicker.
I think that Eclipse was a summer release.
Oh, was it? Interesting.
Eclipse was the only movie I did not see in the theater. And you know what? My least favorite of all of them.
Okay.
Same. Mm-hmm. With you.
All right. Now, again, you did mention the Anne Rice vampires. And I know, Anne Rice books are... I don't know if I would be able to today sit down and like go through them all like I did.
I've tried.
When I was younger.
And I can't do it.
Yeah. But I did. I got through them at one point. And I mean, Interview with the Vampire is a fun movie. It also has its flaws. But yes, okay. Every author can have their own take on things. But I do like a good horror vampire, and the vampirism in the Twilight universe and the Twilight Saga, it was always very interesting to me. It is its own take. I get it. Okay. And we can break down Stephanie Meyer. It's singular, right? Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good because I'm going to want to say Myers, but it's just one Meyer.
You're making me doubt myself.
Right?
Yes, singular
I have
Meyer.
Meyer in my
Okay.
notes. Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to say here, we're not going to go down the route of like picking apart Stephanie Meyer and the whole like weird fan fiction-y kind of pseudo Mormon elements and like purity and waiting till marriage and all whatever. We're talking about the movie Twilight. Okay? Because that's a whole other conversation, right? And sparkly skin and sex after marriage and all that stuff it's a different conversation to have. And yes, I do enjoy a horror movie vampire, ripping out throats and all that. I just will say that, it's its own take, it's its own universe, and that's cool because I feel like every vampire franchise kind of has Lost Boys vampires are different than Anne Rice vampires. And, and what is the, who directed Zero Dark 30?
Catherine Bigelow?
Catherine Bigelow. What's the Catherine Bigelow? Near Dark?
Near Dark.
The Near Dark, like they're not even called vampire. You know what I mean? It's like vampire lore is very specific to its kind of authors. So we're just going to talk about Twilight. I'm going to restrain myself from getting crazy and going down the whole
Well, I feel like vampires were really the moment in 2008 because this would have been second season of True Blood.
Ooh.
Remember True
Yeah.
Blood?
See, True Blood vampires, they had their own lore.
Yep.
Yeah.
EW had a whole issue just on vampires.
Mm-hmm. What a time.
Yeah.
I mean,
What a
yeah.
sexy time.
Yeah.
I remember my friends and I losing our fucking minds for True Blood when it came out. It was all that we could talk about.
I went to my friend's house like every Sunday night to watch True Blood because she had her mom had HBO and I didn't. So I would
Everyone
always
had
go
that
over
one
there.
friend that had HBO.
I mean, listen, I got my share of like cease and desist letters in the mail saying to stop pirating it. because I would pirate. I don't even know how I did it. Like, how did I pirate those?
We had our ways.
I guess
We had friends that knew of sites, too.
Yeah, I think they were just weird sites.
And there are those weird, like, apps that you would get on your TV that you would have to do all this shit to try to find the file.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not anymore. Mm-hmm. Now we just pay through the nose. Yeah, you're right. Vampires were having a moment. True Blood was really fun. I watched it till the end. This one got me into True Blood and didn't even finish it.
I abandoned ship probably in season 5. Mm-hmm.
I was like, I stuck with it. I gotta watch.
Yeah, I think I only watched the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Vampire Diaries was also happening. That was huge.
And that would have been around the time. I mean, Vampire Diaries was probably greenlit because of the success of Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk a little bit about the cast? So I always find it fascinating when you look up the actors and actresses that read for the main roles of this movie. Do you want to know who auditioned for Bella Swan?
Of course.
Yes, please.
Jennifer Lawrence, an early Jennifer Lawrence. This would have been a big break for her.
Young, yeah.
I think that she got probably pretty far in the audition. I always read Lily Collins would have probably been the Bella had Catherine Hardwicke not really wanted Kristen, because I think that what really sold Catherine Hardwicke on Kristen was when she saw her in Into the Wild. I think that's kind of what made Catherine really want to vouch for Kristen. I'm seeing Michelle Trachtenberg, Emily Browning, Ashley Greene, who would end up with the role of Alice, and Jamie Lynn Spears. Could you imagine this movie with Jamie Lynn Spears?
Oh, mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Who at least auditioned for it. The actors who auditioned for Edward: Josh Peck, Dave Franco, Jamie Campbell Bower, who would make the Twilight knockoff movie a few years later with Lily Collins.
That made me think I love those books.
That made me think that they probably auditioned with each other, and probably when
what were those books called?
The Mortal
Instruments. Yep.
Yeah, Shadowhunters was a TV show that was made out of them later.
I was going to say they actually got to do like the show because the movie.
The show was really good. The movie did not quite land, but the show was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ben Barnes, Shiloh Fernandez, and Jackson Rathbone.
Okay, who was Jasper?
Yes.
Yep. And Henry Cavill apparently was Stephenie Meyer's first choice to play Edward, but he would have been too old.
I just putting myself back in 2009 would have absolutely gone feral if Ben Barnes had been Edward. Like,
definitely.
Oh my god! Wow.
And then he shows
Ben
up.
Barnes, we may remember.
I think he shows up in one of the Narnia movies.
Okay.
Yes,
he's Prince Caspian. Yeah.
Yeah, but also notably from the picture of Dorian Gray with Colin Firth.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Gosh, what would Stephenie Meyer have even seen Henry Cavill in like?
I think that she just saw an audition tape of it.
Oh, he was in Stardust. Mm-hmm. And that was in 2007.
I definitely had watched by this point, like How to Be. Did that come out before Twilight? He had done some is it like Bad? No, it's not Bad Mother's Handbook. It's like something like that though.
I remember first seeing him in that Woody Allen movie, Whatever Works, with Evan Rachel Wood.
Oh,
I think that was my
Whatever Works
first.
is 2009. Yeah,
I think that was my first thing that I saw Henry Cavill in.
Yeah.
Oh, Henry Cavill. Sorry, I was on Robert Pattinson.
Oh, Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Pattinson. I mean, okay, we can talk about these two, Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson, and what they've done with their careers post Twilight. But I don't know. I think they, with the kind of backlash and all that after the first movie came out, I don't know if they were, the two of them just kind of had this like blood pact, like we're just gonna fucking play along. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, I think they were just like, we're just gonna dig in our heels and
we just have to finish out these movies.
You know, they just like looked at each other and were like, "Fuck it, who cares? They hate us. All right, they're really gonna hate us." Because
have you guys?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, have you guys ever watched Twilight with the commentary?
Yes, I've seen the first one with the commentary.
Yes.
At least.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like when just the two of them just talking about In-N-Out for like half an hour on top of the movie. Like they're not even, I don't know, maybe it was one of the later movies. I don't know if it's, yeah, I don't know if it was Twilight or a later one, but they're just talking about eating In-N-Out burgers for like a full 30 minutes and they're not even like talking about anything that's going on. It's really good.
I remember little tidbits of that first commentary that they're kind of nitpicking at their performances and just thinking like, and just saying, what are we doing here? I think that like Kristen even comments on the ketchup. She's like, what am I doing in this scene?
The ketchup is a classic.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest things to ever happen in cinema.
See, that's the thing. I feel like people have these little moments. It's like the ketchup and like just kind of some of her mannerisms and all that. But you know what? She's like, she's acting, right? She's like doing stuff that I feel like she's not coming at it from like this Disney Channel, like Miley Cyrus, like style of acting. And she's actually trying to like create a real performance. But because it's a kid's, it's not a kid's movie, but I mean, it's a movie about teenagers and like young people watch it. So we watch it so much that we start to see those little things and they stick out. That only happens when you watch a movie so many times. And it's like, we are watching it so many times because we love these movies, right? But then we catch on to it. And what we Scott and I have really been discovering lately is like, what makes a movie like kind of part of like a cultural moment is when there are those things that everybody catches and everybody talks about. And then it becomes a meme and then it becomes this. And there's people out there on TikTok with the little clear blue square that they put in front of their camera. And it's like, ooh, Twilight Vision, you know, because it's like, this movie looks so specific. I mean, they all kind of do, but there you got it. There it is. That exactly.
My literal keychain.
Oh my God. Yeah. The fact that you're like, yes, this thing right here in my pocket. You know, that just means that these movies are like, they're part of like our cultural fabric as people of like a certain age that kind of just get it. Right. So it's like, for good or bad, I mean, the ketchup thing is funny. And when you watch it, you're like, she's shaking the hell out of that ketchup and it's a squeeze bottle. But you know,
not a drop coming out.
Not a drop, because it's a squeeze bottle. You squeeze it, you don't shake it.
Everybody's also really fascinated with the hacky sack players outside of the school.
That's just wild.
I will say this: you can clearly see a hacky sack in that scene.
Yeah.
So I think that
doing something.
people are posting that they're miming playing hacky sack, but you can see.
Oh, it just got kicked out of the screen and they kept going.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that the extras were getting a little into it and they just wanted to act busy in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite one of those moments like that, which I actually didn't pick up on until like a year or two ago. And this is like a movie I watch constantly. I'm always watching this movie, but it's Edward when he sits down in the cafeteria.
He was noticing that.
Did you post it the other day?
Pete had to rewind that scene.
Did you post something about that the other day?
I didn't.
Okay, someone posted a little gif of it, the two fingies.
It's so good.
On the table.
Oh, I want to talk about that. I want to circle back to that.
Okay,
scene.
we have to get to the introduction, but stuff like her teeny tiny little cactus
Yes.
in her hands.
Because she's from Scottsdale.
friend of the pod, Moran Clausen, loves her dog. That's a little piece of production design in her room.
Oh, yeah,
Is it like a framed photo of like a drawing of a dog?
It's
Like
a drawing of a
painting.
dog.
Yeah, a painting, yeah. But like the tiny cactus, but like this is not her choice. Well, maybe the fingers is Robert's choice, but the little tiny cactus, like somebody handed that to her before she got on. You know, they're like, "Hold this," and she's like, "What the fuck?" You know. But these are things that we all just like. We love that shit, but we also kind of hate it. But it's like just part of it. But half of it is not even their choice, right? Half of it is just like she's just like, okay, fine, I'll hold this fucking cactus, whatever. I'm from Scottsdale, you know. Now that my family lives in Arizona, I will tell you, it does look like that.
It does look like that.
It really does.
Yeah.
Like it's because you think like, oh my God, Arizona, I'm so sure there's cactuses everywhere. No, there are.
Yeah.
And every house is brown or tan or some shade of taupe because they have to be. It's like a thing. So at that part, I'm like, okay, that's fine. You win that. You get that one.
Both of my parents are from Scottsdale, Arizona, so
See?
I've always felt very represented by this movie.
Oh man, Bella's mom.
Oh, Bella's mom is Pete's favorite character in the movie.
This woman.
Oh my gosh, Renee
with the The cowboy. It's not the cowboy hat's not in this movie.
But we like to think that she's making the phone call wearing a cowboy hat in every scene.
Yeah,
she should be.
But it's that kind of like woven like cowboy hat. You know. I also love that she pronounces it empanada.
Yes,
it's just an empanada.
Cool.
Yeah, this woman is just like, you know what? I'm getting remarried and I would like to travel. So you
go live with your dad.
Go live with your damn dad.
In the beautiful Pacific Northwest.
Bella really made that decision herself, you know, in defense of Renee.
This is true.
She would have stayed home, but just been really sad. I'm sure she was making it kind of a miserable time for Bella.
But see, that's again like Renee. Come on, woman. Like,
also
grow up.
I guess you hadn't read the book,
no,
but I
not.
feel like they really dive more into their relationship in the book about how like Bella's really like always been the adult. So, like Renee has never been able to like pay bills or like grocery shop or like do anything that like a parent does. It's always been Bella, which is why like when she moves in with Charlie, you know, she's kind of like immediately falls into that caretaking role, even though he is someone who can take care of himself.
Yeah, right. And those are things that when you read a book. And then you're like, wow, that was awesome. I love it. And then you go like, the movie, wonderful. I'm so here for it. And then you watch the movie and you're like, fuck, that was so short. They left out so much. Hence why we need 2 parts. Because I feel like that would inform her so much as to like, now she's like, well, now I got to be here for my stupid idiot dad who wants to eat at this freaking diner every night. I'm a kid. I need to like have home cooked meals. Come on, man. I feel like that would kind of inform Bella of like her character a little bit more, because sometimes I'm just like, damn, Bella, like hang out with your friends, like be a kid, but she just is like, oh, hi friends, and walks away.
I don't want to keep going back to 13, but there's a lot of elements of this movie that remind me of 13. Bella's mom absolutely seems like somebody that would be hanging out with Holly Hunter at her home beauty salon
in Venice.
All of the friends feel like they could be a part of Tracy's friend group in 13. And I think that's just something about Catherine and her eye for casting and working with young people that I think it just really works well for a movie like this, maybe. And I think it's something that the other films are maybe missing, is that type of direction with actors. I don't know. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I think that like because and that's what I really appreciate about what Catherine Hardwicke did for this series, is that without Catherine Hardwicke, and you see this with other YA teen series that happen later, like everything just feels too perfect, you know, too like polished, very like, you know, I don't know. I'm like Hollywood actor who works out all the time, and I'm like 30 years old, but I'm playing this like misanthropic, you know, like teenager. But like she actually, I feel like, does a good job of tapping into a lot of the like what's real about being a teenager. Yeah,
because I do feel like Bella's school friends, Anna Kendrick and all of them, feel like a real group of like young teenage friends, and then the Cullens walk in that door.
Oh my God, we have to talk about the Cullens.
And the styling is so insane. It's
pretty cuckoo.
It's bananas.
So insane. I just feel like every shot of Ashley Greene, that hair just sends me.
It defies gravity.
It defies logic. I mean,
they were going for
physics.
They were going for like who is the actress from Smallville? Allison Mack.
Oh, I
think they're going for like an Allison Mack. I mean, Kristen Bell had this hair in Veronica Mars, but
a little bit, but not quite
so,
as
like razor cut and sticky outy, and but like perfect, but tousled, but also no hair out of place, but also like messy. Like, it's wild. And it's like, this is, granted, yes, they are immortals. They've been around for hundreds of years. They don't need any sleep. So maybe they are up all night working
Just
on
working on their hair.
working on their
Yeah.
hair and makeup, because what else do they have to do? Because they walk in and they are just so styled to within an inch of their life, and not just the girls. I mean, Jasper and Emmett also look insane. I have a real problem with people who have no business being blonde.
Yeah.
And this bleach, like Kellen Lutz, get out of here.
Even Nikki Reed just has she has a face that needs dark hair.
Her coloring is crazy. I mean, Jackson Rathbone, the color is not that bad, but the hairstyle is wacko.
It is, but I will say, like, I think that their hair all looks better. It looks more real in this one than it does in most of the subsequent ones.
Sure.
Like, the wigs in every movie after this are
worse.
so bad.
Yeah.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
Ashley Greene's given an extra mom cut in New Moon too.
Yes.
Like if you think this hair is insane, wait
Because it
until
doesn't
her
flip up. It, like,
her
tucks
soccer mom
down.
cut
Oh,
in New Moon.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I mean, Peter Facinelli's another one that, like, the blonde, at least in this movie, you're right, it does look kind of like, oh, that's just a bleach job. But then in the preceding ones, it starts looking like nutso. Also, the white makeup kind of does another thing to them. So, yeah, I feel like Ashley Greene, and it's just like the dark eyebrows and then the white face and then the crazy hair, like... Yeah, the clothes, everything. Cuckoo.
I mentioned about Robert's performance, and I think that we kind of have come to know Robert Pattinson is that you get these strong character choices in every movie. I mean, it's kind of his thing, which I love. I'm all here for. I wasn't really thinking it in 2008, but tonight when we were watching it, Robert's early scenes of this movie are pretty bananas. And it made me think that maybe they kind of got him to pull back a little bit in the performance as they were filming the movie, because he's coming on hot in this role.
Yeah, I think he was really figuring out like who he was as an actor at this time, because like other movies that happened around this time, so like he'd done like Goblet of Fire already, which like that one's like a pretty subdued, as far as Robert Pattinson goes, like that's a pretty subdued performance.
It's a
He's
pretty
just,
nothing
like,
character too. There's not a lot there.
But like also around this time, what do we got? We got Little Ashes.
I
Y'all
remember
seen Little Ashes?
Yeah.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Crazy movie. I mean, him trying to do like, okay, so like if you think his American accent in this is like not great, his like trying to do like a Spanish accent while he's speaking English
Is that the one
like,
where he's playing Dolly?
Oh, that's the one where he's doing
Yes.
Dolly. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and also the performance is like really off the rails.
Sure. Oh my gosh.
So I think he's like kind of, you know, testing his. Water for Elephants comes out a couple years later too. So I don't know. I mean, I think he's kind of like testing his limits, figuring out how far he can go, and like now he can do whatever because he's Robert Pattinson. We all love him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does make some really interesting choices in Twilight for sure.
I mean, I think it was just Robert just not really wanting to be a generic pretty boy in a movie like this. I think that he just wanted to do something kooky and interesting with the role that maybe we really didn't give him credit for at the time. But when I revisit this movie now, I can see his bizarro character choices.
Yeah. I mean, the first time that they're in a room together and
Wild.
he smells her, like, incredible.
How else do you play that though? Like that's that's that. Like, okay, you can't, like, she smelled like, what is the direction? You want to eat her?
Yeah.
But you know you can't because you are Edward Cullen and you are a virtuous vampire. So just leave. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
Sorry to continuously bring it back to the books, but
No, let's do it.
Midnight Sun is
boy.
Twilight.
I tried.
You tried?
I tried to read it and I couldn't do it.
I read all 700 pages in one night.
That was a big deal because that book leaked online and she didn't release it for years.
Yes. I was there when it first leaked, and I read those chapters that were out, and I loved it so much. But the original chapters, this is this scene, right?
Okay,
that's so interesting. So, like, when he first smells Bella, you get like his entire internal monologue of him thinking of all of the ways he could systematically murder every single person in the room so that he could be alone with Bella and drink her blood.
Okay.
Like, that's the whole thing that's going on in that scene. And it's so good. It's so good. And I love that, like, Stephenie Meyer was involved in this and would have been at least able to be like, you know, she was there.
Yeah.
And she could have at least been like, yeah, so this is what's happening. Even if you don't get it from the original book, like, she knows, you know, what he should be going through at this point.
All right.
I think I read something that she was on set during one of the lunchroom scenes, and she had to remind all of the Cullens that you cannot eat food. Because I think that they were just wanting to...
Doing your space work.
They were just trying to do
something to
space
do.
work in the background, so they were just eating lunch, and she had to remind them that my vampires can't eat food.
Yeah.
And I think that there's even a shot of Jackson eating like a French fry or something.
Yeah, there's one of Edward where he's like with like a pizza, like a pizza crust, but like how did you get only the crust? Someone had to eat the pizza, you know. And I love also Emmett with his Ziploc bag of eggs. That's a classic Twilight Emmett.
See, maybe they're the vampires, right? So like really fast, right? So maybe their gig is like they show up a little later at like lunch and like grab like people's like trays that have like eaten food on it. So it looks like they have eaten something already and they've got stuff to like push around. See? That's
I like this
that's
headcanon.
thinking right there. That's headcanon.
Also, it's just like so eating disorder.
Also that. So we won't go there. But who is it? Is it I think it's Interview with the Vampire that like they can eat to be like in company of mortals, but then they just like throw it up afterwards. I think that might be in there. Yeah, because I have questions. Like, there's questions that it's just like, don't worry about it. Because there's the whole just like, why even bother going to high school?
Sure,
like,
I think I've surrendered to that now after all of these watches that they all pass like they could be in their mid-20s. Why even go to school? But I guess that we wouldn't have any of these books.
There'd be no story.
Well, you know, the younger they start out in a place, the longer they can stay there.
The longer they can stay there,
true.
and they love Forks because of the constant cloud cover and all of that. So they keep coming back. You know, Jacob makes some sort of comment about like coming back to Forks when he's telling her about the.
Yeah,
the
she's like, I thought the Cullens just came here, and he's like, or do they just came back?
There you go.
Or maybe is it Stephenie Meyer's commentary on being a vampire teenager that you're sort of stuck in your own personal hell, that you have to experience high school over and over again in each decade? Maybe a little bit of that.
Maybe. And I feel like, I mean, it's a little bit of like Edward, his suffering, right? I mean, like, they're all going to high school, but he is singularly suffering because he's the only one that's not coupled. If you feel like everyone needs to have a romantic partner or whatever, which is clearly the message of these books.
Right.
But, you know, like, he is singularly suffering, and you see by the time you get to Breaking Dawn that like they all kind of like stop going to school. Obviously, they have a child to raise now. Spoiler alert. Right. But you know, they stop going to school. They're just kind of hiding out in their house.
Oh my God, the house!
I
remember. How is the house described in the book?
I don't remember. You know, I did reread the book this year, and I don't remember.
Like this architectural digest mansion with all of these windows.
Yeah, I'm okay with the like modernist design of the Cullen house.
I love it.
What does Esme say about like we're making your favorite
Italiano?
Italiano.
Buongiorno.
Is she even Italian?
Molto bene. I was just saying that's my favorite scene in the whole movie.
I love Nikki in that bowl.
Yes, the bowl.
When we were watching, I'm like,
her gloved hands.
Just wait for it. Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I think we found out about the gloved hands on the commentary from Catherine.
That Nikki cut her hand breaking the bowl in one shot. So they had to give her gloves. Then she had to keep them for continuity. So, is she wearing gloves most of the movie? I think so. All right. Well, you look up the house.
I'm almost there.
Okay. Because there is someone that we have not spoken about at all, and I will not stand for this Taylor Lautner erasure.
Well, I mean, Taylor Lautner's barely in this movie.
Yeah, this is not his movie.
No. I was reading that the original actor that they cast to play Jacob, his name is Christopher Hyatt. He was replaced because he refused to cut his hair. And that's like when you're native, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
When you cut your hair. Could they have not flat ironed the wig that Taylor was wearing a little more? Could they have laid it just a little bit? I think it would have sat better on his head.
Yeah. One thing I like about the casting on this, well, it's like Taylor Lautner. It was also almost Tyler Posey. He was another person that was in the running for Jacob, and he ends up being Scott in Teen Wolf.
I feel like Tyler would have been pretty young.
In the mid-2000s.
Taylor was young,
younger.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't there a whole big deal that they almost lost Taylor Lautner? Like he was almost recast.
Oh, really?
I think
don't
so.
remember that.
Yeah.
I believe it. Okay, do you want to hear about the house?
Yes, let's talk about the house.
This is from page 321 of Twilight.
Love it.
I don't know what I had expected, but it definitely wasn't this. The house was timeless, graceful, and probably 100 years old. It was painted a soft, faded white, 3 stories tall, rectangular, and well-proportioned. The windows and doors were either part of the original structure or a perfect restoration. So it's very different than how it ends up in the movie.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that house is 100 years old in the film. But that's okay.
I feel like it was like a house that belonged to one of the producers or something. I feel like that's like an IMDb trivia in the back of my brain.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about no bed in the bedroom. I don't know. It's like a character point or like a point, but
I
feel like that's like kind of horny.
Yeah. Now
She's like, no bed.
Now I remember discussing just kind of vampire mythology with friends that were, maybe it was with you, that were a little more familiar with the works of Anne Rice. And Anne Rice's big thing is that your body still has to recover and recharge. And that's why, like, they end up sleeping in coffins. But, like, your body somewhat has to, like, recover from the day or from the night. Which,
yeah, I feel like this kind of ties in more, though, to the suffering. Like, you know, like Edward's being alone, his solitude, and then also, like, the fact that they're constantly in high school, like, more suffering, they can never rest. You know?
Yeah. Because, I mean, most vampire lore, they, during the, the sunlight will kill them, which was not introduced until Nosferatu.
Yeah.
In 1922. But
because in
that was 100 years ago.
The Bram Stoker's novel, he can walk around in the daytime.
In a weakened state. Mm-hmm. But most vampires do go to ground at night, either just directly like digging a hole in the ground or in a coffin, and that's like buried or just kind of somewhere shielded from the sun. Because, but I think the idea here is that it's a metaphor, right? Like the sunlight won't kill you, it won't kill them, but it will expose them, which can get them killed, right? I guess is the idea. So if they're actually able to walk around and they're in a place like Forks, maybe if they have like apartments, in the city or something, then they are in hiding during the day because they can't just walk around.
I think that there's some lines of exposition in the book that when it's sunny out, they're pulled out of school to go hiking, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, Anna Kendrick reveals that to us in the movie.
Yeah, in the one scene. But I mean, that's very Pacific Northwest. On the one sunny day, everybody's just like, let's put on a bikini top and cut off shorts. Even though it's 65 degrees outside.
Did this movie kind of start the 2000s fascination with the Pacific Northwest in film and TV? I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. What else? What other big PNW?
Riverdale.
Oh, okay.
Is set in the Pacific Northwest.
Portlandia.
I'm trying to think of other movies that are kind of set.
Portlandia was heavily inspired by Twilight.
Washington. I mean, I think that it's just
50 Shades of Grey.
I think it's just sort of how this temperate rainforest photographs lends itself to.
Well, like you put that keychain over the camera. Any place can look like.
Yep.
It's true.
We I love it. We were looking at all the real locations that were used.
They shot a lot in Mount St.
Vancouver?
Helens.
Vancouver,
And where?
yeah.
Mount St. Helens.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Interesting.
Mount St. Helens National Park, and I think that's where the high school is.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think that they could actually shoot at Forks High School. We always note that I think it's more scenes in New Moon, because I think that a lot of the New Moon production was in Vancouver, but the movie theater shows up in It.
It shows up in the It miniseries from the 90s. It's
The
I
one
thought it was.
that they go to a New Moon.
yes.
Is it the miniseries or the
It's
movie?
the
I can't remember.
miniseries.
Okay.
It's the miniseries. The one that they go to a New Moon, and actually, when Bella is being chased by those untoward gentlemen, and Edward saves her, there's a shot that as he's driving away, and the theater marquee is in the background, and it's the same theater. So they went back to that street, and the It miniseries from the 90s was shot in Canada, and there's a shot of them. There's a scene in the movie theater, and they run out, and it's the scene. It's the same exact location from what did we say? New Moon. Yeah, it's the same exact location. So, yeah.
Do we want to talk a little bit about the villains of the movie?
I mean,
Played by Cam
can we?
Gigande.
Yeah, to me, he'll always be Volchuk from the OC.
Yeah.
right?
and
I mean,
foremost.
come on, like,
Yeah.
yeah. This. I mean, I would like to talk about Victoria
Rochelle. How do
Yeah.
you pronounce her last name?
Lefebvre.
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 Yeah, or Lefebvre. Yeah, do you do
Yeah.
the nice
Lefebvre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her so much in this role, and I think this is probably what soured me on Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
No.
but I'm a hater. I'm a little bit of a hater because I just think Rochelle Lefebvre was perfect, and they should not have recast her.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah.
the look was way cooler.
Oh, I love the Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
look
I mean,
that they give her.
she's definitely a strawberry blonde. Like she's not quite a redhead, but it's strawberry blonde. It's in the same family. I'm okay with it, but I think it just looks cooler. She has this like boho thing with the like fur wrap and all that. And I think Bryce Dallas Howard's wig is just like, I don't know.
Is it a little too
It's
overpowering?
a little shaking. It's a little too like out of the bag.
Wigs
know?
are bad in every other
Yeah,
Twilight movie.
it's
They're
just
bad.
a single color. It's just a curl. Like they didn't do anything to it.
I think that she just has an extensions.
And
Probably.
I don't know. I think it's a wig. And Rochelle's hair is just like beautiful, and I think she's just cool looking and ethereal looking. And well, Bryce Dallas Howard is beautiful and all that. I don't know. It feels like at that point in her career, for a character like that to be replaced by someone like her, just kind of smells of like, okay, she just really want to be in this, and was just like, hey, what do you?
Yeah.
Why did you go and fire that nobody and let me be in your movie?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's what happened. I'm sure.
I think that this actress booked another job, and I think that she was under contract for Eclipse, and casting and the producers took it real personal. They didn't want to work around her schedule, and she was recast.
Dang.
so. Instead, she
Bummer.
was in Barney's version.
No, it was that I think that she replaced Brittany Murphy in a movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The Caller, that's it.
The Caller. Oh, yikes!
Woof.
What even is the Caller?
Yeah.
What even is that?
Laurent, Eddie
Laurent.
Gathegi.
Yeah.
Iconic in this role, and he's having a moment right now.
Right.
He was Mr. Terrific in
Yes.
Superman.
Okay,
I was just
sure.
talking to Scott about that.
Also, he's in X-Men First Class. You know, he's. I always live to see him pop up in a big budget franchise movie.
Yeah, he was definitely a scene stealer in Superman for sure, and
Yeah.
and he's really good in this. I like his kind of like dynamic with his like two minions, right? Because Cam is just like, you know, loose cannon, dog on a leash kind of thing, and Victoria is just like Victoria, but he's just like, all right, you guys, listen. Like, we're in some shit right now, and we got to figure.
Do you
this out.
feel like Stephanie Meyer's writing style? I was saying Meyer's like
Right.
Apostrophe S.
apostrophe S, not Myers like
do you call
Nancy
it?
Myers.
Possessive.
I had to
Possessive.
clarify
Yeah.
that. But do you kind of feel like I remember reading this book back in 2008 and just being maybe a little impatient with it and just kind of thinking, I don't think I'm going to finish reading this. And then all of a sudden the plot really kicks in and everything happens in the last 130 pages. And I feel like that's kind of how she writes everything, is that maybe there's structure issues with all of her books that it just kind of throws everything together in the last 130 pages.
I see what you're saying. I will
Harper's like,
say,
I do not agree with this take.
No, I'm not. I'm not coming here to defend Stephanie Meyer. I don't think that she's the greatest writer of all time.
Yeah.
But I'm a romance reader, I will say, and I love to just be like in the romance. Like I just kind of want to like watch Bella and Edward fall in love with each other forever and ever and ever and ever. And by the time that like the nomads come in at the end of the baseball scene, like I'm like, ugh, what? We have to do this now. We have to like go to Arizona and like why? And now they're not together anymore. They've been separated by circumstances. Like I don't want them to be separated by circumstances.
Maybe that's just very boy of me reading a book of just like I wanted to get to the action a little faster.
Yeah. So like, and like I was saying this to Jonathan earlier. I was like, I understand that like in a romance you need plot to create an environment where that romance can like thrive and exist. However, I just want to hang out while they fall in love. Like that's all I want. So that's where I stand on that.
And that's fair.
Yeah. In the book, because I just reread it in July, I loved how much you get to learn about Bella and Edward. Like that to me was like the best part. Like you learn that like, you know, I don't know, she like loves Jane Austen. She's constantly reading that and like Wuthering Heights, and like, you know, she's a big reader, and like they're always talking, but they talk about so much stuff in the book. And in the movies, they have that like montage of them sitting under trees when it's raining or whatever. That's supposed to represent them getting to know each other.
Okay.
But like all you get in the movie is he's like explaining what vampires are. But you don't really get like what is it about the two of them where they connect, you know, like what shared interests do they have. And so that's I think one thing I appreciated about the book on the reread.
Okay. Yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff out there about Bella as a character, but from somebody that hasn't read the book, I'm not going to like sit here and be like, well, you know, she's a blank slate or whatever. So I'll leave that to you, and you like it, so that's cool.
And there's not...
I mean, listen, I'm somebody who will... You're talking about, like, loving their romance and watching them kind of fall in love and all that stuff. So, like, I'm somebody who will rewatch the entire series of Heartstopper, like, on the regular. So
I've watched Heartstopper 10 times.
I'm here for, like, let's fall in love. Like, you know what I mean? So I totally get that part of it. So I love that.
This book, they don't do something like Romeo and Juliet is kind of the framework of New Moon, and then Wuthering. Is it Wuthering Heights and Eclipse?
Possibly. I haven't read Eclipse in so long, but that sounds
I think it's
right.
Wuthering Heights, because I know that they did a mock-up of the book cover of Wuthering Heights to make it look more like Twilight.
There was a release of Wuthering Heights that happened around the time of whatever movie came out, and they made it look like a Twilight cover.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's something that she later did with the books. We got to talk about Vampire Baseball. It's so stupid. I love it. It's giving such high camp. It's so ridiculous. Because I get that they needed some sort of a space, an event for all of the stuff to go down. And I love that Stephanie was just like, what about Vampire Baseball?
I love that they're all wearing like old timey wool, like Babe Ruth, like uniforms.
Like Robert puts like a Babe hat on Bella,
but they're all
like the old timey.
Esme's wearing like a
Dodger
crazy
hat.
old timey wool hat, like over wigs,
like the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth Reeser's the styling is nutso. Well, she's wearing this crazy wig.
But she looks the most normal in this movie.
And then she puts, and then they put this ridiculous baseball hat on her.
I love a hat over a wig. A baseball hat over a wig is crazy. Yeah.
Iconic.
Yeah. And Ashley Green's impeccable, 100% accurate pitching stance is, oh my God.
Yeah, she's a ballerina.
I can watch it over and over again. Yeah. Is Ashley Green really a dancer?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But I love it.
But Alice is.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's pretty fun. I think I noticed. Is it Jackson Rathbone's first line in the entire movie? He says something at the baseball game, and I was like, I think that's the first time he actually spoke.
I think he talks once when they meet in the house, and
Sure.
he's like really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's not really chatty in
No,
this one.
not a lot of lines. And I'm like, what must that be like as an actor? You're like, I'm featured. I'm like in the main cast. I'm in all these scenes. I don't get to talk.
Yeah, his only direction is like look like you're in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. And he's doing it.
And you know what? Maybe it's for the best because when he does finally have lines in Eclipse, we
Sure.
find out that he's a Confederate.
Yeah.
Boy.
I was gonna say this one has the Civil War backstory.
Yeah. Jackson Rathbone is one of those actors that, I mean, the name alone, Jackson Rathbone
Yeah.
the third.
What is that?
It's like, bro, you couldn't
Yeah.
even bother changing. Clearly, it's like you've got some Mara money with the name like
You're
that.
just saying, "Mummy, I would like to get in. I would like to get into acting."
Can I be in a movie, please? Yeah.
Are you all Criminal Minds heads?
No.
Jackson Rathbone is the unsub on a notable episode of Criminal Minds, and
okay.
so I always think about that.
Okay. It's funny. Yeah, his look in these movies is crazy. His mom hair, his like shaky chihuahua acting is fun. Yeah, baseball scene, impeccable. Yeah, you're right though. I feel like when it's like, okay, now we got to go on the run, and you go here, and you go there, and you wear her clothes, and rub them against the tree, and all that. It's like, all right, let's speed this up. I kind of feel the same way. But is it the next movie that like Edward's not in it, or is it the one after that?
Yeah.
It's the next movie.
It's the next movie. That's where I'm just like, oh man.
In that movie, they end the last act in Italy.
Yeah. And he's got the airbrushed abs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that there was any discussion with the glitter in the sunlight that maybe we should do something else for the movie? I'd be curious about that. And if Stephanie just really put her foot down.
I think they did it as sparingly as possible, and I think Stephanie did it in a way that was going to be like, okay, we're going to show it, but it's going to be like angles, and it's not like boom, full on sun. I think they tried to do it in a way that was like, okay, we got to figure this out because this is going to look cuckoo if we do it wrong.
Yeah, but you can't not do that. I mean, I think that like, you know, by this point the books were so huge.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that vampires sparkle in Twilight. You know, you have to address it. You can't not include it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know a little bit about the production history of them developing it into a movie? I was reading that 2004, Twilight had been circulating with studios when Stephanie Meyer's unpublished book was making the rounds with studios. And I think that Paramount and MTV Films was very close to making it around 2005-ish. And they put a pause on it because I think that they saw similar movies not do so great at the box office, kind of like Wes Craven's Cursed. So they decided not to do it. And then it ended up at Summit, which eventually became Lionsgate.
Yeah. I mean, Summit Lionsgate, talk about like just a powerhouse in YA and like, you know, films for that whole era. Like just
Because they did the Hunger Games, right? Those were Lionsgate movies.
Lionsgate, yeah.
I was just thinking about like the poster game that the series had.
I don't really care for the poster for Twilight.
Okay. But I mean, I feel like Twilight posters like kept Spencer's gifts in business.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
They were keeping the lights on over there for a while.
I think that New Moon had better marketing
Okay.
for the posters at least.
Yeah, I liked the vibe of the New Moon merch, like that kind of like yellow-brown color scheme that they had for that one.
Well, we have to get into the soundtrack discussion
Yes.
because I remember these soundtracks being a huge deal. And I think that what's interesting, at least with the first movie, with the exception of a handful of songs that you can tell that actually call out Twilight in the song. I think these are all polls just that the music supervisors just found.
Some of them I know were because of Stephanie, like Muse being in the movie at all. It's because she was just listening to Muse when she was writing the books, and so that continued to be a part of the series.
I remember sitting in the theater. I grew up a really big Collective Soul fan as a kid, and I remember thinking at the time in 2008 when he stops the car and they played "Trembled for My Beloved," thinking that's an interesting needle drop.
Pull.
That is a album that is considerably old now. And it made me think that maybe the editors just had it in as a temp track and they just didn't bother to change it.
That would be funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I love all of these soundtracks. I remember wearing out my CD for New Moon at the time. I think that New Moon is probably my favorite soundtrack, that I still listen to that Death Cab and Killer song.
Yeah. Meet Me at the Equinox, classic. White Demon Love song, classic. There's so many. The Rosalind by Bon Iver and St. Vincent, like that's a good one too. Yeah, there's so much on the New Moon one.
Oh man,
I Caught Myself by Paramore on this one.
Yes, the Paramore. I mean, Decode. So good, so good.
Gosh,
so
I feel
good.
like also Iron and Wine just had all of us in a fucking chokehold in college.
Yeah.
You can thank the Garden State soundtrack.
Oh.
Yeah, just, I mean, when they're like dancing on that gazebo and Flightless Bird starts playing, like, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. I even think that Robert has a song on that first soundtrack, right?
He does. It's Let Me Sign, and it plays while he's like trying to suck the venom out of Bella's arm.
Sure.
I think it might also be playing in the cafe.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. He has another song in the cafe. But I just love that the Let Me Sign is like playing while like in the background of him having this emotional moment. It's so funny.
That's so crazy. So he has like singles. Like,
I think there was a time that they might thought that they were going to make music with him.
Yeah.
And it just didn't really work out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Okay. Listen, I was looking up Jamie Campbell Bower's Wikipedia the other day because we have been watching Stranger Things, and he has several many singles.
Yeah,
EPs
that's about right.
Listed on his Wikipedia. So.
I remember when Sweeney Todd came out and just thinking, like, who is this very cute boy with this long blonde hair with the voice of an angel?
I'll steal you, Joanna.
I think it would have worked with Jamie paired with Kristen.
Oh, in Twilight.
I think it definitely would have worked if Lily ended up getting the role.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I think that's probably who would have been the Edward if it would have been her.
I can't think about it. I really can't think about anyone else playing Bella and Edward because I just think they're so perfect. Kristen and Rob are it for me. I can't imagine.
Oh, man. Okay, yeah, Robert Pattinson has 2 songs on the soundtrack. Let Me Sign and Never Think. How about that?
They are not available on Tidal.
No, they're not on Apple Music
Not on
either,
Apple
right?
Music.
Yeah.
And also that Perry Farrell song of the Twilight soundtrack mix into the Twilight.
Go all the way into the Twilight.
Yeah,
it's like the song that Eric is playing at the prom.
Oh.
I love it's so stupid. And I mean, we can't dissect this, but I love that Victoria got all dressed up
Yes.
to go to this high school prom just to go glare out the window and
of another building.
And then do her reveal.
As a non-book reader, if I'm watching that and the movie just ends, I'm like, oh shit, is she gonna go eat up that whole school? I mean, clearly she's not gonna like eat our heroes, but like you don't know. I feel like it's kind of a good little like oh shit, there she is. Like, is she's gonna go like avenge, Cam's like beheading at the prom because they're all in one spot. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good little like maybe this is a little teaser of like what could happen.
Dun 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 dun.
She's gonna go in undercover. Mm-hmm. If they all look like teenagers, so does she.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel I am starting to work again with a lot of young people. I haven't in a long time, and I've got a lot of young coworkers now. And I feel like if I'm like 150 years old, I don't know that I want to like integrate myself into their society.
Well, I mean, everyone got their Spotify Wrapped this week, and everybody's in their
80s.
I'm
in their
71.
80s. Mhm. So how does that work? Is that like
It's based on we're Apple Music people,
Yeah.
so
we
that's
don't have-
when the music was
I
recorded?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess like the music that you listen to enough of, like the decade it was recorded, like
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Yeah, I was listening to a lot of Labi Soufre, so they were like, "Oh, you're 70."
So
I don't know.
I listened to a lot of Brit rock from the 90s, so I would be probably in
say
my
your
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if you like listen to the Beatles at all, they say you're older or something. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I
Okay.
think that's like at all. I don't know. I got off Spotify this year too. I still got my Wrapped, but it wasn't for the full year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Apple's
funny.
up the game.
No, Apple's
And their replays.
replay is really good. It doesn't have the age because that's new this year, right? Your
Yeah.
listening age. Yeah, I don't think
Spotify,
they
like
had
for their Wrapped, like they'll just throw random stuff in every year
it.
that they don't repeat.
Something
They know
fun.
that they have to top Apple
Got it.
and do something.
Well, Apple never had anything like they did
Yeah.
it first. So we got a YouTube Wrapped too this
Oh,
year.
yeah.
That was funny because we both watch it on our Apple TV and it's signed into my account. So it's so my account had the one that had the mix of both of our like watches. I'm sure if Scott's one on his phone would be different because that's his personal one. But the one for my account is fun because it's like half of it is like Star Trek and video game stuff, and the other half of it is like what was it? It was like reality TV and travel and yeah, it was very interesting. It was like
That's
you guys
funny.
are super gay, but you also love
But also big nerds.
yeah. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm like, I don't know if I want to put this out. But yeah, the sound I think I mean, yeah, Catherine Hardwicke is a good director to have a fun soundtrack and play,
Yeah.
right?
she's kind of like Cameron Crowe in that regard.
Sure.
Like
Sure,
she just sort of directs scenes, probably thinking about music.
Yeah. I was just looking at her filmography right now and I was like, man, I have not watched Lords of Dogtown in a while.
I haven't
I don't
either.
know
Yeah,
if I've
I
ever
have-
seen Lords of Dogtown, actually.
Okay. Did you watch the documentary?
I saw the documentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that counts. It's pretty much just that.
Can I ask you guys? Do you have any? I don't know if you're shippers of things, but do you have any crazy Twilight ships?
I don't know.
And I'm here to defend my top ship of all of Twilight,
All right,
which is
well, let's-
Bella and Carlisle.
Oh, I
They
love
have-
it.
The craziest chemistry.
Do they, Bella and
Yeah.
Carlisle?
When he walks into that hospital room and he's checking up on her, and the angle every time that they shoot Bella and Carlisle in a scene, the angle that they're at, like
sure.
she's always looking up at him in a way that is nuts to me. Like there's that scene in the hospital, there's the scene outside the police station, and then the biggest one is in New Moon, actually, when she's just been like thrown across the room and she's bleeding out of her arm. He's doing up her stitches. And he's standing so close to her while he does that. It's
Interesting.
nuts.
Okay, I'm seeing Peter Facinelli is 5'11". So
She's
that's
not
not
that
like that's not
short.
crazy
We were just
tall.
talking about Kristen's height on our Spencer episode. She is
How tall is she?
she's very petite.
Oh, okay.
Robert Pattinson's taller. He's 6'1". Mm-hmm. So it's
Oh,
not like
she's
the height.
5'5".
Yeah, it's not like the height difference is all that much. That's
So
okay.
that's what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
choice to shoot them
It
in that
is.
way, where she's so small and he's so tall.
Well,
you
he's
know?
a fatherly figure to the mom.
Oh, yeah, he is father
that's
figure.
Make him look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm okay with that though. Peter Facinelli and I share a birthday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, that's fun.
So he just turned however old he just turned, like a week ago. He turned 52. He was born in 73. How about that? Yeah, his styling is kind of crazy because the hair. He normally, has dark hair.
Yeah, he's darker. Yeah.
And in this, I feel like in this movie, it's like, wow, he looks kind of nutso. And then you're right, as the wiggery goes on, the wiggetry,
Yeah.
it's like it starts to look like even more nutso. And it's like, oh man,
I want to know any listeners that have connections to unmade or like pilots that never got the green lit. Catherine Hardwicke directed a pilot for The Lost Boys.
Like
I remember hearing this at the time
movie?
that they were developing The Lost Boys for a series that each season would have taken place in a decade. Oh. And I think that they later scrapped it and it's just sort of a traditional Lost Boys remake. But she directed the pilot for it, which I would love to watch.
Okay, I have another abandoned Catherine Hardwicke pilot that I would like. Okay, so she was supposed to direct a series, and I think this would be so good because the vibe, the kind of like spooky blue lit vibe of Twilight would work really perfectly for this. The Raven Boys. Are you familiar with this book series? It's by Maggie Stiefvater. Okay. It's a YA series that came out like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago now. And so it's about like this group of boys that go to a private school in somewhere in the South, like in Virginia. And it's this girl who comes from a family of witches.
Okay, I recognize these covers now.
Yeah.
I've seen them at the bookstore.
I love these books. I've listened to the audiobooks many times. Will Patton is the narrator for these audiobooks, and it's so crazy because he's a middle-aged man doing the voice of a teenage girl, and I live for it. But anyway, so they were supposed to be... There have been rumors of an adaptation of these books for like a decade, and it got really close with like Catherine Hardwicke being set to direct a series for Sci-Fi. It was going to be on the Sci-Fi Channel maybe a couple years ago, and then I think it just died, and I'm so sad about it because this I think would have been a really natural like fit for her, and it would have been so good.
No, that sounds really interesting. I will have to pick up that book series.
Yeah, I might have to check these out now.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good a good mystical YA series.
Okay.
In development in 2017 and 2018.
Yeah, I was just like refreshing the Wikipedia page for it constantly, and then just nothing.
Okay. Do you have any other fun Twilight ships besides Bella /
Well, of course, I came up as a Bella Alice shipper. That's how I was, originally in high school.
They're very close in the books. I think that she's the Cullen that she is the most friendly with.
Yeah,
I know
what
that.
What does she say at the when Bella first goes to the house? She's like, Bella and I are going to be great friends.
Yeah. And she's like, okay.
They give Alice a lot to do in New Moon, and I know that Alice is the one Cullen that Charlie likes too.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, there's my guy right there.
Oh,
Team
yeah, that's
Charlie
your Twilight
kind of
daddy.
gets
his ship is Charlie and Scott.
Kind of gets a raw deal in all of these books and movies.
Yeah,
and especially.
Yeah.
I was going to say, especially as the movies go on, where it's like not coming out to your parents if you're Bella and you have this relationship and one of them is a vampire and you are becoming a vampire in the last movie. And I feel like these movies, you never see Bella officially come out to her dad.
Yeah, they literally have a don't ask, don't tell policy about
Which
vampires.
I don't know how I feel about that. You got to tell Charlie. I think he'll understand.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, he's my favorite character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good character.
I want to hang out with him and drink Rainier.
Yeah. Watch the game.
Yeah. We were just in Washington and we drank our fair share of Rainiers.
Nice.
It's a good cheap beer.
Yeah.
It's a fine regional cheap beer. We're here.
I really like that scene where he's cleaning his gun.
Yes.
I mean, it's that classic scene where like the new boyfriend comes over and the dad is cleaning his shotgun, and there's two Rainiers that are facing the camera, and they perfectly match up the Rainiers to still be the R.
Oh, sure. The way they're like,
the way they're
logo,
matched up.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that Catherine was proud of that shot.
Yeah,
commentary.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking a little bit about product placement in this movie. There's not a whole lot, but there is a little bit. Like red vines play a huge role in this movie for no reason. And then also Volvo, obviously. Like
because
that
of course
scene,
Edward drives a Volvo.
Edward drives Volvo, which comes from the book, but I do feel like they really tied it in, like for financial reasons for getting the movie made.
Also the Jeep too at the end of the movie.
And the Jeep, yeah.
My best friend in high school drove a beater truck like that. You had something to say about the stick shift situation on the truck. Do you think Bella the character couldn't have driven this truck?
Well, I'm not saying she couldn't have, but I'm saying it might have taken her a day or two to get used to it because Jacob's like, oh, I rebuilt the engine myself, and he's like, you got a double clutch, like to switch gears, and that's a pain in the ass. And then in those big Jeeps like that, and if they're old, sometimes you like have to jam the clutch all the way in. Like sometimes on not a lot of newer cars don't have a double clutch, but sometimes if it's not as old, you can just tap it once and then go in. But a lot of times on those old ones, when you have to double clutch, you have to like fucking jam it down and then bring it up and do it again. And it's hard. Like it's tough. You have to like get the groove of it.
Especially if you're short.
Right.
Too.
And she's short and she's 5'5".
Yeah.
And he says, you got a double clutch. And she goes, that's this one? Girl, that's this one? If you don't know which one the clutch is and you're saying that's this one, then you don't know how to drive stick shift. And now she's learning on the double clutch, and it's the next day, and she's just like, la, la, la.
And driving
showing
to
up to
school.
school. Like, I would be scared to drive that bitch. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to just drive this around town for a couple hours before I like have to go to school and embarrass myself in front of all these new kids that I don't know. Or maybe I'll just park it really far away.
When Bella slips on the ice and falls on her butt, I definitely don't miss that. Growing up in like the winter,
I was like, "Ooh, was that an accident?" And they just left it in. But I was like, "Oh no, that was part of part of the dialogue."
Yeah,
Black ice.
Charlie, the thoughtful, got her the snow tires. You know,
they were getting bald. But yeah, I would have loved the hell out of that truck, and I feel like I don't know, maybe in some I guess they didn't really make fun of it that much. I think when she pulled up, I think a couple kids looked at it.
Yeah,
they
laugh a
little bit, but I don't know if you got a car at all. I'm like, all right, you're one step above me because I didn't have jack shit. Fucking roller skates to get to work when I was in high school, so I was not about to make fun of that. But I get it. It's an old beat up truck.
We always wanted to go road trip to Forks in college.
Yeah, that would be so fun. I've never been. I really want to go. Like, I kind of want to go to like a Forever Forks convention one year. I feel like that would be so fun.
Oh, there's a Forks. There's a Twilight convention in Forks because of course.
Oh yeah, they do it every year still.
Oh,
yeah.
I would imagine that when you go to this town, much like Wallace, Idaho, where they shot Dante's Peak, I'm sure that this town is so annoying about Twilight was shot there, which I love.
Yeah,
you gotta lean into it.
I mean, good for the economy.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, you gotta lean into it. I would buy like a Christmas ornament from Forks.
Yeah,
like a Christmas tree ornament. Come on,
drive out to La Push and see the big cliff,
baby.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Yeah,
is that a real? Is the beach?
I think it is.
Push
yeah,
beach?
I think it's a real place.
I think a lot of her references to the native community is all taken from the area too. Mm-hmm.
Except the actors.
I mean, we can get into that when we eventually do New Moon, but casting did go out of their way to get Native American actors, but it is kind of ironic that your main lead, I don't know if Taylor Lautner is Native American.
I mean, is it one of those things where he's just like, yeah, it's in there.
It's somewhere on my mom's side. Yeah.
I don't know.
The Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm 1/16 Cherokee.
Maybe we'll save that conversation for New Moon.
Mm-hmm.
He's of ambiguous ethnicity.
Yes.
No. Taylor Lautner, barely in this movie, though.
Yeah, this character's barely in the book, too.
Yeah. It's just not a Jacob movie or book. Yeah.
I am kind of skeptical when people declare themselves Team Jacob.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Especially because I just revisited Eclipse. I mean, both of them are fucking assholes in all of this series that, like, I don't know if you can really proudly say either Jacob or Edward, but there's something about Jacob in Eclipse that really rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, he's like forcing himself on her.
Yeah.
It's nasty. I will say though, the tent scene in Eclipse, I don't know. Are you gonna do Eclipse later too? But the tent scene in Eclipse is like there are challengers everywhere for those with eyes to see. You know, that's the three of them should be together.
Oh boy.
Like Edward being like, Jacob, maybe in another life, like if things were different, we could be friends.
Sure.
And then Jacob being like, nah, not even then. Flirty. Like they should be together. The three of them.
Oh my
They were
God.
always meant to be.
Oh wow.
Is it true that Stephanie
take.
is working on a new book?
I had heard whispers, but at the Forever Forks convention, there was like she had some big announcement, but then there was nothing. So I don't know.
I thought that I heard whispers.
Did she go to Forever Forks?
She did go. I don't
my
know if she goes
gosh.
every year, but she went this year, which is why everyone was like, "Wait,
Yeah.
is there something happening?"
And then
I
nothing.
thought that I had heard whispers that she was working on something. That either it was a spin-off of the Cullens or the further adventures of Renesmee.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
I'm looking. There's an article from September. She has something outlined, but I don't know. But maybe it's not going to happen.
The further adventures
Just-
of Renesmee.
Just write the new books, Stephanie.
Yeah, I know.
Give the public what they
Give
want.
us more. Yeah, like being able to read Midnight Sun in 2020. Like it was everything to me. Like also it was like pandemic. I was,
Yeah.
we were stuck inside. It was
Yeah.
summer. I was like, I need something to hold on to.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
She gave us Midnight Sun, and it was so delicious. I don't know. I was so happy. So if she gave me more, I would read it.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, maybe we should wind down this conversation with a little look at Kristen Stewart. Decided to do this little winter miniseries of Kristen-mas on
Yes.
the podcast, but I think that she's really interesting, and I like that both she and Robert Pattinson have gone on to do really interesting movies because clearly they made so much money from Breaking Dawn. I mean, I think that at the time Breaking Dawn came out, she was one of the highest paid actresses in the world. It was like Kristen Stewart and Angelina Jolie of how much money they made from those movies. And I think that they just kind of took that as just kind of a way to approach their career, that they don't have to do paycheck roles, that they can just kind of do interesting movies. I mean, even for Robert, that when he is in these big movies, it's something like Matt Reeves' The Batman that kind of feels a little more unique and character driven.
Yeah.
And I think that he's going to be in this next Dune movie, too.
Oh, is he? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm ready.
Right.
But love Kristen, love Clouds of Sils Maria. I think that was kind of a lot of people's turning point with her, of just kind of seeing this cool art house side of her. We just did a whole episode on Spencer, too. Mm-hmm. And Pete and I love Love Lies Bleeding, too.
That's a wild movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I've been a long time Kristen fan. I think that even before Twilight happened, I had seen Zathura.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
In the Land of Women. I think I saw that in theaters.
With Adam Brody
Mm-hmm.
and Meg Ryan, I remember. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Into the Wild, of course, I would have seen in theaters too. And Panic Room, I for sure watched when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I think a really underrated Kristen Stewart performance from pre-Twilight is this movie called Speak. Have you guys seen it?
I don't think so.
Not familiar.
So she's so young. It's in 2004. She's so young. She's playing a high school freshman who is sexually assaulted at a party.
Okay.
And it's about her whole year after that, rumors are spread and just her experience in that year of high school. And she doesn't speak a lot in the movie. That's, hence the title, but she does so much with the movie, and Steve Zahn is in it. I don't know. It's really underrated. It's a very quiet movie, but it's very good.
Okay.
And so I would definitely put that on your Kristen Stewart watch list.
Yeah, for sure. I always forget in between Twilight viewings that she's wearing brown contacts.
Ooh,
in the movie. And
those brown contacts.
It
I don't know about
kind
it.
of changes her look, and it's oh yeah, okay, all right. She looks like a kind of a different person. But I like that they were
Yeah.
kind of going for that continuity of the character description with the
People,
doing that.
girls would have lost their damn minds if she would have had green eyes in this movie.
Yeah, that's not biblically accurate.
Oh my gosh! Listen, I'm here for the Elizabeth Banks Charlie's Angels movie. I will speak for that one.
She's good in that movie. Not a movie that I enjoy, but I like her in that movie.
We have not rewatched it since we saw it.
Yeah.
But,
And
I wouldn't mind giving it another.
I think it's kind of badass that she just kind of casually came out as a lesbian and got married, and nobody really cared. Like,
yeah,
I kind of
there
like...
was that whole gal pals period where
Right.
that's, but that's, but yeah, she's so cool. I love
Yeah.
her so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of weird kind of backlash from people against just primarily those two for some of the choices that were made in these movies. But it's like, I don't know, who's fucking laughing last? Like,
Yeah.
those two crying themselves to sleep, like wiping their tears away with $100 bills, so they're fine.
It's 2000s camp.
And it's
too.
2000s camp, and and the two of them are way cooler than any of us could like plan to be. So yeah, I think Kristen and Robert have kind of come out the other side. Like,
I wonder if they still keep up. At least like a friendly text
a little
message
text every now and then.
every once in a while. I don't know.
I hope so, but
I hope so.
they had a tough breakup.
Oh, that's right. They were like actually an item. I forgot about.
I think that they stayed a
Yeah.
little. I think they stayed a little together for a little longer after that affair too.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I remember I was at the premiere for Snow White and the Huntsman, and then like all that stuff came out, and I was like, I saw them.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh.
I kind of like Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not a great performance by Kristen Stewart, but I think at least Charlize is doing some fine work in that movie.
Chris Hemsworth having a good time. Why not?
Yeah. And the sequel, Frozen 2, like it's
Yeah, the one with Elsa, and she's riding a polar bear.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that in the theater.
we sure did.
Okay, so I do want to leave our conversation with this, since it is the month of December. Do we ever get a holiday scene in any of these movies?
Yes.
Which
in,
one?
Breaking Dawn Part 2.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, Bella takes Renesmee over to Charlie's house, and Charlie at this point is dating Sue Clearwater.
Okay, that's right.
Who's the mother to Leah and Seth Clearwater.
Yes.
And so they all, and at them plus Jacob have like and Edward have like a little Christmas celebration right before the big showdown with the Volturi.
Okay. Is Renesmee still CGI baby at this point?
No, she looks like she's like 7 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, CGI baby Renesmee shows up in my social media feed.
No, every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Never forget.
Physical puppet.
I was
Renesmee.
gonna say the physical puppet Renesmee. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the best with the wig
Yeah.
and everything. And God bless Nikki Reed, just like selling it.
Having to commit to that
Yeah,
scene.
she's just selling
Yeah.
it as best she can, holding this like 90-pound
This weird cursed image.
Robo Baby. Love it.
So good. Oh wait, are we doing show and tell really quickly? with
Oh,
our
yeah. Let's
Twilight
finish that.
things?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Are you gonna? You go.
yeah.
Okay, should I go first?
Yeah.
For Christmas, probably about 10 years. No, it was actually probably around the release of Breaking Dawn Part 2 on Blu-ray. That Pete knew that I kind of have a guilty pleasure for these movies. I won't even say guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I
a
ostensibly
pleasure.
enjoy
Just
a lot
enjoy
of these
Twilight.
movies, but Pete got me this Blu-ray set.
Twilight Forever.
Very nice.
Twilight Forever.
It is it's a hard like box set, listeners, that you can't see. And it's like it's not black and white, but it's like blue and white like cover, and it's Edward and Bella, and then you flip it on the other side and it's Jacob. So you can choose which side you want to display. It says Twilight Forever, the complete saga.
Clearly I was displaying Edward and Bella.
Yes. And then when you slip it out, the booklet that holds all the Blu-rays of the complete saga is made to look like a wedding album. And you open it up and there's full color pictures.
Beautiful. I'm just hearing Christina Perry in my head as you flip through the pages.
For each movie, and there's the disc, and then there's usually the second
each movie
disc.
has a bonus disc on it.
Yeah, so it's a full box set, and it's really nice.
I think especially at a time where movie studios are just not really putting the effort in for home video physical releases anymore, that this is a relic.
Yeah.
So this is our full saga. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really well done. Oh, the Breaking Dawn Part 1. Look at this wedding photo.
Beautiful.
Get out of here. Yeah, we'll post pictures.
Oh, that wedding. What a cultural event.
Yeah. My thing with the wedding is I think that her wedding dress from her nightmare is so much nicer than her wedding dress that she actually wears to the wedding.
Well, what do you think about the engagement ring, though? That's the real question.
Why is it like that?
Why does it look like that? Oh, man. Okay, so what are some of your Twilight artifacts?
Let's see here. I've got this book. This is not the original copy of this I had for sure, but this is a copy that I borrowed from my dad because he got it at Marshall's for $6.99. And so I have this.
I love it.
I do have all of them on DVD, but I only pulled out the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The individual DVDs. Love it.
Yeah, I love having the DVDs. And then, so for Halloween, my friends and I got pumpkins and we painted them. We didn't carve, we painted, which is why it's still kind of intact.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it out after this, but.
Okay, so it was Halloween of this year then.
Halloween of this year, I painted a Twilight pumpkin with all of the book covers.
The ribbon.
There you go. Breaking Dawn. This is the worst one. But anyway, so I tried.
Wow.
That was fun.
I love it. You have to take pictures of that and send them to us because I want to post them if that's okay because they're great.
I made a reel. I'll send you my Instagram
yes,
reel.
do that.
And then I have also Twilight the game.
Oh,
which
man.
This game is nuts because the trivia questions range from something that's so easy to what is the street address of Bella's home? It's
in Scottsdale.
Okay, so it's just a trivia game. I want a board game where hold on. Let me show you. It's a board game too. There's stuff going on.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
So it's part trivia, part of it's
tabletop.
Chance. I don't know.
Sure. All right. So there's a whole.
Yeah, you go around all of Forks, basically, all of the locations.
Okay, Monopoly-esque. All right.
Yeah. And then, so there's, you get a scene card. You get scene cards. So there's different things, I don't know. Some of them are trivia, and then some of them are, about knowing the other people that are playing,
oh sure,
what's the favorite movies of the other person? Then you guess. And then you get
that's
points
interesting. All right.
Yeah, and then and we didn't really talk about this, but the Cullen crest is something that they made up for the movies, which I think is so funny. Just as something to sell in Hot Topic, they had the bracelets and the necklaces and things with this crest that is not from the book, but they made it so they could have more merch to sell.
Yeah. I love
But
that.
anyway,
I love that.
so all the pieces are like this.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's the Twilight board game.
Oh,
and I
man.
do also, I forgot, I have Twilight Seen It. Do you guys remember Seen It?
I remember seeing it. Yes, of course.
Yeah, so I have that too in here.
I love it.
I regret not buying the Edward fashion doll in Target when Breaking Dawn came out. I still think about it to this day that I should have bought it.
Sure, there's one out there somewhere that you could acquire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can probably find it. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we're going to be willing these to our loved ones one day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'd have to pry this Twilight board game out of my cold dead hand.
There'll be a section in our wills about our Twilight merch.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, this has been a super fun conversation.
I have a feeling that we will revisit Twilight in the later future. I like to talk about New Moon.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I've had my personal highs and lows with New Moon, but I'm always happy to talk about any part.
I
of
always
Twilight.
tell the story that New Moon to this day is the wildest movie experience I've ever been in my life. Sitting in that theater opening night was like sitting in the audience of the Muppet Show. I remember girls losing their fucking minds during that movie.
I mean, he just left her there.
Mm-hmm.
He just
When Jacob takes off the shirt, when she crashes the motorcycle. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we would be remiss to not continue this series. So we've got to keep going with it. But yeah, this was so much fun. Harper, thank you for coming along and being our Twilight expert.
Thank you so much for having me.
I have a feeling that we'll be catching up with you very soon during our Oscar episode early next
yes.
year.
Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got
Sounds
some more
fun. I've got some work to do then.
some more Cynthia Erivo hot takes. All right. Well, Harper, thanks again. We'll talk to you very, very soon. We will let you go, but listeners, do not go anywhere. We will be right back with more show. All right, listeners, thank you so much for sticking around to the very, very end of our Twilight episode.
What have we got ourselves into, Ben? Are we going to have to do one of these every season?
I know. We might be in this for the long haul, but I'm okay with that because this was a lot of fun. And thank you once again to Harper. That was a really fun conversation. And you can catch Harper's podcast, Hawkeyes, and even get her to talk about that. But yeah, she'll talk about it on the upcoming inevitable Oscar episode.
Follow Harper's Letterboxd too. Her reviews are really funny.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
We'll post links to all that good stuff in the description of this episode. So on whatever podcast application you listen, in the description we'll have those links to Harper's fun stuff. So thanks again, Harper. That was a ton of fun. But at this point, I think we're going to take a little time to talk about, we're going to do
the Weekly Rewind. I'm not talking about a lot of stuff on the Weekly Rewind, but I went to a 4-hour and 35-minute movie yesterday, Peter, while you were at work.
Sure did.
I made it to Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, Quentin Tarantino, both Kill Bills, cut as one movie that runs 247 minutes with an intermission.
Yeah.
That I had always wanted to see, The Whole Bloody Affair. It had occasionally been shown in Los Angeles, either at the New Beverly or the Vista a few months ago.
Both theaters owned by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, there was about a week where they were showing The Whole Bloody Affair all week. I didn't make it to that, but they released it wide in movie theaters. Yeah. So it was
a lot of
fun
people
to
been
have
talking
that
about
opportunity.
Yeah.
It did not work with the A-list pass. You had to pay money and non-refundable. They didn't want you to get cold feet and cancel your ticket at the last minute, thinking that you're going to be held captive for that long in a movie theater. But I'm glad that I went.
Okay.
It was kind of fun to see both movies so close back to back. Pete, did you want me to share like differences? I mean, I don't want to be too I mean, it's clearly like if you've seen both movies, it's not really spoiling anything.
Sure.
But it was interesting what things were different. There is an extended anime scene, the big anime scene in the movie
with
Oren
Ishii,
that she takes out one of his other. She takes out the second in command of that guy, and I think that on our Kill Bill episode, we thought that was Bill in that sequence.
Sure,
I think it's supposed to be this guy that she kills in an elevator.
Okay,
in The Whole Bloody Affair, I think it's him. It's the guy that enters that. When they leave the room after murdering the parents and she's under the bed and that guy walks in the room, it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so that was kind of fun to see that extended scene. And there were some cuts that I noticed are not in the theatrical. You see Sophie's arm get cut off.
Her other arm.
Her other arm. You know, when Sophie's in the back of the car and Uma says, give me your other arm.
Sure.
I think that in the theatrical, it just cuts to her rolling down the hill. And
she has the other arm when she rolls down the hill.
I, for the life of me, can't remember if she has the other arm.
She does.
Okay.
Yeah, she does. Because I've seen that movie a lot.
But yeah,
she does.
And apparently in other countries, it was shown with her other arm getting cut off during its release. And I know that the big House of the Blue Leaves scene, that there are scenes that are intact that are edited in the theatrical. But other than that, I mean, it's both movies run as one. You don't get the transitionals at the end of Volume 1, which are just kind of scenes from Volume 2. It just cuts to the next movie, and also you don't get Uma in the car.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think you need that.
I don't think that you really need it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fun. I like I said, I've seen the first movie a lot. Second movie, not as many times.
Same.
I do love it, but I feel like I'm okay that you went and I didn't go. I feel like that's.
And I had never seen Kill Bill in the theater.
Okay.
That I did not see it in its release, which up until yesterday, it was one of my biggest movie regrets that I never saw Kill Bill in the theater.
Yeah. I saw them both in the theater, and I was right there with them. But I'm glad that you got to see that. That's cool.
But yeah, I saw that yesterday, and a few days ago, I made it to Hamnet at the Burbank 16.
Finally made it to Hamnet.
I finally made it to Hamnet. I had to wear my Paul Mescal shirt all by myself.
And take a box of hankies.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good movie. I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd.
Wow.
I think Jessie Buckley's going to win Best Actress for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
After kind of seeing that performance,
here first, folks.
I think she's going to win.
Not for the bride.
Not for. I mean, the bride could be her Norbit, though.
Listen, if I see that goddamn,
we've seen that trailer
one more
times.
fucking time.
Yeah.
Till death do us part.
I don't know what it is about that trailer, but I remember kind of liking that trailer the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you have these AMC passes, you see this marketing.
Yeah.
Sometimes every single time you go to the movies.
And I think the fact that they were like, here comes the mother bride. Oh, God. All right. You're cool. You're edgy.
I mean, I remember when that movie was supposed to come out this year. I think it was intended to come out in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And they pushed it to February.
Because of Del Toro's Frankenstein?
I think it was Del Toro's Frankenstein. Maybe they needed to work a little more on it. Maybe they kind of knew this wasn't going to be an awards movie. So they just moved it to the winter.
Sure.
Or like early 2026.
I mean, I want to see like Annette Bening, Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Frankensteinina.
Did you see none of her in that trailer?
There's shots of her in the background in the trailer. Yeah. Dr. Frankensteina. I would love to see that, but no, we don't see that. Victoria Frankensteina.
Mm-hmm.
Where's she? Yeah, I don't know. I do not think that The Bride looks good.
But you know what is good? It's Hamnet.
But Hamnet
I think you should see it.
Is it a big damn downer? Yeah.
It is a damn downer, but I think the last scene at the Globe Theater is very moving, though.
Okay.
I didn't know that the actor who is Hamlet at the Globe and the actor who is Hamnet are both brothers.
Oh, how about that?
The actor at the Globe Theater, he's in A Quiet Place.
Okay.
He's the little boy in
A
Quiet Place.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's all grown up.
Feel old yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he also looks pretty young.
Looks young
in Hamnet. But Chris Gallo from Golden Girls Posters wrote on
Noah Jupe. Is it Noah Jupe?
Yeah, they're both Jupes. He wrote on his letterbox. Little shout out to Chris Gallo in his letterbox. I hope that Brenda goes to see this in Scary Movie 6.
I mean, wouldn't that be
Shakespeare in Love? My girlfriend already saw it. They don't even stay together in the end. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I liked it. I would probably see it again.
Okay, all right.
Look for it to show up at all the awards.
Yeah, I still have not seen a movie with Jessie Buckley, so I don't know. Don't really have an opinion on her, but I'm here for it if if this is your pick.
You saw Judy. She's good in Judy.
Who is she? Judy?
She is the
Lorna?
She's the woman that's sort of the assistant to Judy Garland.
Oh, for crying out loud! All right.
I mean, she's like a supporting character in the movie.
Yeah, I don't really remember it. I'll have to watch it again. Okay.
I also think that Josh told me today that if she wins Best Actress, it would be the first Irish actress in history to win lead actress.
Well, why has she not been on Drag Race UK?
I don't know. She should go on as a judge.
Get on
Paul,
that.
her and Paul can both go on Drag Race UK.
There you go.
They can resurrect the Shakespeare.
There you go. There you go. They can do a new Shakespeare times 2. Give them a second chance.
Maybe they
at
would
redemption.
Maybe they would do the comedies of Shakespeare.
Sure.
They would do like a Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I mean, it is the weekly rewind. We did see out of the clear blue sky, Meet the Queens for season 18.
I don't
RuPaul's
remember
Drag
any
Race.
of them.
And I think the Drag Race fatigue has finally
It's really set
hit
in.
us.
When you feel
Yeah.
nothing when you see those promos.
I think it finally hit us. And
Yeah.
it just kind of me, you, our friend Jared, friend of the pod, he's on the show a lot, are big Drag Race diehards that watch every season and watch lots of the franchises and all that. The three of us are kind of like the ones the people that I know that do that, and as opposed to other people who are like, watch here and there. I think the three of us we're just like, I don't know, man.
Do you know what I'm thinking about for this season? Since we got rid of our cable,
Yeah.
am I going to have to buy this season on Apple
And just own it.
and just own it
Yeah, I don't know.
and have to get to it the next day? Because for Apple, I think you have to wait the next day to watch
that's some
all the
bullshit.
Apple stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we just try and figure it out and go to some bars. I don't know. But we're not super enthused. We don't have Sling right now.
I don't want to be a hater of just Drag Race because
We love it. It's our favorite
I still
show.
love Drag Race. We were
Yeah.
just watching an old All Stars this
Yeah.
afternoon when we were having lunch. But I think that there's just something about how they approach these new seasons now,
yeah.
primarily how they're styled, that
Yeah.
everybody looks the fucking
look
same.
the same.
And I don't know if that's a directive of that
I'm sure it
everybody
is,
really
yeah.
has to look identical,
Yeah.
and no one can really have a personality.
We can't really
And-
tell, like...
Any of these?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't really say, like, well, this one looks like this kind of queen. This one looks like she's a spooky queen. This one looks like she's a artsy one. I don't know. They all just look like pageant girls.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they are. I guess that's not a bad thing.
I mean,
But I'm waiting for the full season trailer.
Sure.
When you get
Yeah,
the full
of course.
2-minute trailer, that's when we're going to get, them in the workroom, them out of drag, then in their talking heads, some very light runway stuff, mostly premiere episode runway stuff. But that's when you can really see them a little bit more individually. And maybe that'll rev me up to watch the season. I'm going to watch. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We can probably get, basic tier Sling with MTV for like $25 a month or something.
At
So, I
least
don't know,
the
something
oldest
like that.
queens on this season are 38.
Okay.
So they're
there you
the
go.
later half of their 30s.
There you go. None of this Lexi Love being auntie
Auntie
at
at
33.
33 or 32 when they
Yeah.
were filming.
Yeah. So that's a little brief insight into upcoming Drag Race season because we talk about it a lot here. We're big super fans from way back. So, not saying we're not going to watch it, but we shall see how this series pans out. I think there were a couple from last season that I liked, but not too many.
I think that our one local queen here is Darlene Mitchell, which don't get me started on the name Darlene Mitchell. That your name sounds like
the witness protection
a
program
high
name.
school secretary.
Yeah, I don't
go
know. I don't
go
know
check in
about
with
that.
Darlene Mitchell to get your targety slip.
I don't know about
before you
that.
make it to
Not
class.
Darlene Mitchell. Yeah, Darlene Mitchell's crazy.
But I think that Darlene Mitchell is local because I saw on Darlene Mitchell's Instagram there was a lot of exposure girls liking and commenting on her account.
Interesting. Exposure girls. All right.
So she
hey,
might be like
a down and dirty.
She might
local
be the
girl.
real one
Yeah.
that we would like.
Okay.
I shouldn't give
we
her
shall
name too
see.
hard of
we
a
shall
time.
see. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's most of the weekly roundup.
Well, do you want to talk a little bit about Stranger Things?
We did finish up the first block.
Yeah.
Finished
What did
up
you think of the first block?
The November block.
Ooh,
I liked
that's a long pause.
I liked it. No, I liked it. I think there's some derivative stuff. I think, the 80s pastiche stuff gets a little old sometimes. This is a little bit of Goldberg's territory. It was 1980 something.
Yeah. I think my big thing with Stranger Things, and what's so great about season 1 is that it's a mystery. Like, it's like you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
These seasons now are so plot heavy.
You really don't know what's going on.
There's so much story.
You really don't know what's
in
going on
this series now.
It's like, what? It's just so funny the way that, like, they're just like, and Vecna. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, okay, everybody's just like, and Vecna and the Mind Slayer, and we're going to kill Vecna. And it's like, what? You guys know that this is crazy. Right?
Yeah.
Like, none of them are just like, fucking Vecna, what? Like,
I think my big thing with the sister, I don't even remember her name.
Nancy.
Who's the sister that goes missing?
oh, the little, yeah.
The little
Byers, yeah.
No,
she's not even a Byers, yeah. Mike and Nancy's sister.
About her having this imaginary friend and the parents and who's the brother? Who's
Mike.
the Mike? Mm-hmm. They're approaching this like, well, clearly she doesn't have an imaginary friend, and this is totally not sus, even though there is some wild shit happening in our town.
Your town just got swallowed into like the seventh ring.
And there's
hell.
like a giant like portal
Yeah.
to the upside down in the middle of
your
town
basement.
square.
Yeah.
But they're kind of approaching this little girl like,
well, she's little, yeah.
Yeah.
But this character is also written like she is in kindergarten.
Sure.
But the little girl is like 12.
like they finished these scripts
Playing
like
her.
5 years ago and
Yeah.
they didn't bother to age up the character.
Yeah. And then they did another thing where it's been the same girl since the first season, and then this season they recast her because it's like, well, now she has to act. Because before she was just like the little younger sister, and she would just kind of be there like at the table or whatever, but they recast her, and it's like, okay. But this girl's a little precocious. She's a little child actory.
Sure.
Especially because she's like, the character's written like she's 4.5. So that stuff's not great.
Some of the performances on this, I don't want to call people out by name because I know one of these kids is a big old loudmouth on social media. So maybe he would find out that I'm talking shit about him. Yeah. I'm talking about the actor who plays Will.
Oh my god!
I mean,
if Noah Schnapp is listening to the movies that made us gay,
I kind of hope that he is listening. Come on the show, Noah. Uh-huh.
Come on the show, son. Listen, I was talking to a young coworker of mine at work the other day, and he's like, "Are you watching Stranger Things, or do you have a personality?" And I was like, "Thank you, Russell, for phrasing it that way." I said, "I've been watching it." I said, "Listen, I have got some issues with it, but I'm here to tell you this show's aimed at younger people, right? If I was a
the target audience is teenager.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I was a young teenager watching the biggest show on the planet, and maybe not the main character, but the character that a lot of the show is based around, has a queer storyline, and it's not even a relationship, it's just him coming to terms with himself, and they're addressing it in the show in a way that's like visible and not dancing around it.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that they're doing that. Right?
Absolutely.
And if I was a young person watching it today in 2025, I would be stoked. If this show was happening when I was a young person, and that was happening, that would have been crazy town.
It's kind of like how we feel about Heartstopper.
Yeah, I think it's just super important that, like I said, this is the biggest show on earth. This is the biggest moneymaker for Netflix.
I looked up what the net worth of Stranger Things
Yeah.
is. It is like $4 billion.
Yeah.
Not joking.
So I hope these kids are being compensated. There's a lot of talk about like, well, they're not going to be working anymore after this because like they're not going to have careers anymore. Whatever. Maybe they won't have to because they're making so much.
I mean,
damn
Noah
money
has
off
his whole
this.
thing on TikTok.
I mean, that's not going to last forever. But, you know, I just think that that's an important part of this show, and it didn't have to be. So that's a cool thing. I don't know. I'm kind of digging where Will's story is going.
Okay, so
I really, you know who we love and is the shining star.
Maya
is Maya.
I think. Well, okay, so that's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Is I think that Maya is kind of working at this whole other level.
Yeah.
That when she's paired with Noah, I think you can really tell.
Oh, I don't think he's that bad.
The different of the strengths of the performance. I can. Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough.
But I love Maya Hawke though.
Yeah.
She's she was my favorite part of this section.
Yes. And I mean, we're always gonna ride with Winona.
Yeah.
Always. Like
still first build.
She's fucking Winona. Mm-hmm. She's still first build. I think is she co-build with David Harbour or is it just Winona and then David?
I think she has her own.
Okay. She has her own card.
Her own card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her. Good for her. Because Millie and Finn are sharing the card now.
Oh, interesting.
And the kids are all paired up.
That
now.
strikes me as a
contract thing.
And that was what they negotiated on.
Yeah, Millie and Finn are together, and then I think Noah is with Sadie, and the other two boys are together.
At least we're getting more Sadie.
Yeah,
in the later
I was
half.
very happy to see Sadie having an episode. She got the big reveal, and then she got an episode, so that was good. As the apologist for the show in this family...
Yeah, I tend to be kind of the hater.
Yeah, you're the hater.
On the couch bitching about it when I'm watching it.
I'll just watch it. Trying to go back and watch some episodes from other seasons to see how they feel, if this one feels very different. Yeah, I watched a couple of season 1 episodes.
How do those hold up?
They definitely feel more like a mystery.
Sure.
They definitely.
I think
there's sci-fi elements, but they come in later.
I think that's what I miss about the show, and I think that sometimes, I mean, when you add just a higher budget, and they just kind of feel
but
like
we were like, oh damn, 11 and like Hopper out there like fucking mowing people down. Listen, 11 like explodes people's brains.
Oh yeah, that's
in
true.
Season 1.
Yep.
Straight up like well, they are grown people with their guns pointed at children, but like 11 takes a room full of people down.
Yeah,
like pretty much exploding.
Like it's always been there in the
pretty
material.
much exploding their brains. They are dead. Yeah, yeah. And she's a little child in the first season. So, but the next drop comes out Christmas Day, and
is it 2 episodes or 3?
I think it's 3.
Okay,
and they are long. They're 3 hour-and-a-half.
And the New Year's Eve one is going to be one long movie.
It's one long movie. It's like 2.5 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's the last of it. It's like it's done. So,
I feel like Netflix will figure out something.
Well, there's talk of a Nancy spinoff.
I've seen that actress in nothing else.
Same.
Besides this,
I've seen a lot of them in much. I mean, Millie's got her Netflix movies. Finn's got a lot of stuff going on here and there. What's his name is Dustin's doing some voiceover.
Dustin does do stage work, right?
Dustin does. He came from stage.
Came from stage, yeah.
I don't even think. What's his name? Steve. I don't even think he's doing.
I like that you had to explain to me the connections of the Broadway show Stranger Things. That I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah,
with this young Joyce character.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so the Christmas Day. There's 3 episodes. 1 hour 43 minutes, 1 hour 41 minutes, and 1 hour 56 minutes. And okay, New Year's Eve is 2 hours and 5 minutes. So it's not
okay.
But that's still a lot of content. That's still like 8 or 9 hours of content in 4 episodes. So I mean, there you go. So that's what we've been watching lately. We should probably get to wrapping this up though.
Wrap things up.
A little long, but so now it's time for some Patreon shout-outs.
Let's hear them.
So we want to say a great big thank you and hello to all of our patrons as usual, starting with our newest patrons, Christine C., Jonathan, Sukara, Hasten, Teresa, Cinesemiotics, Robbie, B, R, P, Christopher, Callum, David, Chava, Kitchen Barbie Clubhouse, Ronnie, Matt, Carla, Leah, Megan, Andrew, Stephen, Leah, SB, Brian, Deja, Erica, Anna, our friends at How Do You, Drew, Andy, Kate, Roberto, Daisy, Kelly, Chrissy, Laura, Garrett, Thomas, Lori, Brenna, Jess, Lawrence, Lisa, Alexis, Thomas, Millie, Ted, Benny, Melanie, Susan, Paul, Jamie, Drew, Genevieve, Dawn, Josh, Aaron, Nick and Shannon, Christine, and Rufino. Thank you for being patrons. Head over to patreon.com/movies that made us gay for more information.
Yeah, at the $5 level, you'll get the TV shows that keep us gay, where we watch a TV show every month and we talk about it. You'll get that at the $5 level. Mm-hmm. The November episode is The Twilight Zone. We'll be doing something Christmassy this month.
Yes, indeed.
And also at the $10 level, you will get the Watch With Us commentaries. We just did a Titanic watch.
Yes, indeed. We're going to split that up into 2 commentary tracks.
Part 2 will be out shortly. So at the $10 level, you'll get a lot of fun stuff.
Yes, indeed.
You can also rate, review, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. We would love to see it.
Yes, indeed. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, head over to Apple Podcasts and look for our show there and give us 5 stars and write us a review. We haven't had a new review in such a long time, you guys. Write us a review. And follow us on all the socials. We are most active on Instagram. We're at Movies That Made Us Gay. Follow us there, like all of our posts, leave us comments, share them to your stories, share them to your friends, do all that fun stuff because that helps us to reach a wider audience. We love it so much. You can follow our personal socials if you like. I am at Peter Lasagna on Instagram.
Scott Youngballer on Instagram and Fire My Letterbox.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.